opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
On the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They got 29 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, it's Patterson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Lindsay, the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bears take over.
31-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
2nd and 4. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Malik Harrison in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Beckham the return. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
5-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ravens, nothing.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Lindsay. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Phillip Lindsay.
Levante David in on the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Flushed out right. He's going to, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks him. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
Now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Patrick Queen on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. Oh, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Raven, first down.
They'll run with a rookie second-rounder. It's J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Below Nichols. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
Tucker on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
That ties the game.
And that will tie us at 3-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Beckham. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Screen pass to Lindsey. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
34-yard line.
Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you really...
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, 2nd half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
And 11 at the 24-yard line.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And it's third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at about the 28. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
10 yards to go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Ravens. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
2nd and 3. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
The 1st down pass.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
At the 35-yard line.
Flushed out right. Open man is Komet, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jarnell Mooney, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Bears have taken the lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And this is picked up by the Bears. And now off to the races down the right side. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Hauschka adds the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down. On third down, Jackson. He finds Beckham complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Jackson on first down. He finds his target, Beckham. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
And the Ravens.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, this will be caught at about the 6.
Jackson's pass.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay there to make the grab, and the Ravens draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Complete.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On second down now, it's Patterson, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown. And they're a point away from tying this thing up. And no sweat. He puts it through. And we are tied here in the 4th.
At 17. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw.
29-yard line.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Taken down and sacked.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a give to Lindsey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Lindsey. And some room to roam now. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one 28 yards on the ground. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Bears. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Ravens, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns.